Alright guys, so Pinterest, very interesting site for finding ready-made ideas. I mean literally instant ideas that we can use for, you know, creating checklists, creating step-by-step guides, all that different stuff. You can find a whole bunch of stuff. There's a whole bunch of ways that we can use it as well, as far as like the keywords that we use to search. For example, you can see here I've got like affiliate marketing strategy, then I've got the word infographic. That will work if I change it out for other sort of or keywords like cheat sheet or checklist or that kind of thing. Another way you could do it is put in some modifiers like best ways and top tips and stuff like that, and it will just keep bringing up a whole bunch of different ideas for you to pick up on. Okay, so and then you start to scroll down, you start to see some really great information. Now here's the problem: you can get lost very quickly. Okay, you can get really lost very quickly. You can go sideways, you can lose a lot of time. Now it's not actually losing time because it's a complete waste of time. You just get sucked in. There's some really interesting content ideas here. You can really get sucked in. You can lose time, and quite significant time as well. So you end up like this, like all these tabs open, okay, and it just goes wider and wider and broader and broader and broader. Okay, so you end up just all over the place if you're not careful. So what I suggest you do is get what you need, get in and out as quickly as possible. If you see something that's interesting, for example, I clicked through on this one before, and it takes me into this website here called contentmarketinginstitute.com/blog. Okay, and you can find there's a whole bunch of really interesting stuff. So basically what I did with this is we can take this and we can grab the RSS feed if you don't know how. What I usually do is on Opera, I have this little RSS feeds extension that will identify RSS feeds. Okay, if I click on this, then it's going to tell me the RSS feed here. I can right click and I can copy the link address, and then I can go into something like Smart RSS. I can simply click up here. Actually, let's highlight the blogs because I want to put it in the blogs folder, and I can click on here to add. Simply put this feed in here, give it a second, it's going to go and find content from that feed and it will populate it. Okay, that's basically how that works. Something didn't catch on there. Anyway, that's basically the idea how you can use this, and this is the best way to use Pinterest. I mean, you can do the same thing over here. You can actually go and put into Feedly and it will go and find, and you can click on follow, and when you click on follow it's going to give you some options where you want to add in, what folder you want to add them to. So I've got copywriting and content, I'll click to add in here, and there we go. And then it gives you some other ideas as well, and this kind of takes you into different places, and you can go and add these as well. Marketing profs, I'll follow them. Let's put that one under blogging, for example. Oops. Under blogging, yeah, he is. Okay, and that's basically how we can use this, and you can get some good ideas and grow your Feedly like that as well. Same in FeedSpot as well. If you want to do it in FeedSpot, you just click on add and use site. Let's go and click on add, and it just saves you the time later. Okay, you can see that one is already there. Now what I noticed is that Feedly there gave me some other ideas. That's a good advantage to have, although it doesn't let you search unless you take that yearly offer. And in fact, it might even be better Feedly if you take the yearly offer for $72, and then you can get those suggestions as you're doing stuff as well. Here's the thing, here's where you go sideways. When you come into a website like that, you start to notice it's got some interesting stuff in here. Okay, he's got some case studies, he's got some how-to guides and stuff like that. He's got current hits, he's got all-time hits for the most popular content, 12 things to do after you've written a new blog post. Isn't that nice? Ready-made content ideas, you can expand on that. SEO keyword integration, go and re-optimize it. syndication, content teasers on other sites. It's a good idea. It's basically giving me some great ideas. You can expand on it. Don't steal it completely. You can take some ideas and build it out, etc., etc. And if you don't make it too many, then it makes it kind of useful for people. Just say, like, here's the top 7 things I actually do. Okay, so I've got my content, which is usually in a video, and then I basically put that video into a blog post, and I will embed that in the blog post, and I'll write some kind of a blog post around the video content, and then we can put in take the video and we can syndicate the video for $5 into 50 sites, and that will link back into the video, and you can just go on like that. You can just give them a strategy, basically like that makes sense, so that somebody can actually follow it and think, oh, this is good. And he's even given me links. That's the beauty of using Lead Blaster. You can actually put your links in here and tell them, okay, click on the icon and go and get this guy's Fiverr gig. Okay, this is what makes Lead Blaster really powerful. I almost swore there. Anyway, that's basically how we can use that. So Pinterest, be really careful. You can lose a lot of time. I lost about 24 hours more just digging into all these different sites. I mean, I'm still exhausted just looking at this. When I first saw it, I was really excited. But the easiest way to use it is identify the best content. Okay. This would be made much easier if somebody knows a tool that will actually give you some metrics for Pinterest. How many times something's been clicked on, how many views. If there's a tool that tells you that about Pinterest, so that when you're looking at this, you can actually see this is the most popular, then you can go and reverse engineer it a lot better. Kind of like VidCurate Alpha does in the YouTube videos, where we can actually just go and see at a glance how many views the video has had, and then we can right click, we can go and reverse engineer the stuff on his channel. We can organize it by views and all that kind of stuff, organize it by whatever metrics that we have got in there. So that we need something like that for Pinterest. That would make this so much easier to work with if there was a tool to make it easier. Otherwise, you can lose a lot of time. Really, it's a time sucker. It's not a bad thing, but it's how to not go sideways with this. The other one is Pinterest. Not Pinterest. Medium.com. A lot of traffic in here. Okay. Best way to use this is go to site:/medium.com, and you can see I've put in here SEO PPC checklist. Okay, so you can come down and you can get some ideas. See how to grow organic traffic fast, 50-point list for startups and stuff like that. And it's got all these different things in here, but they're not numbered. Let's come back so we can find another one. On-page SEO checklist. Let's see what this is like. Again, you're looking for quality, always high quality. You want to pick up some ideas. You don't want to copy it completely. You want to pick up some ideas and think, I didn't think of that. That's a good one. That needs to be in there. Okay. Come down. Factor number 3, URL optimization, H1 tags optimization. You know what? I could cut that down. By saying use a plugin that will warn you about this kind of stuff. It will tell you to put your H1 and H2 tags. Yoast SEO plugin, Rank Math SEO plugin will tell you to do that. You don't need a freaking checklist for that. Okay. What you need a checklist for is to give them some ninja stuff. For example, how to put FAQ snippets, so that you're going to look something like this. If I put in here FAQ snippets plugin, so you get results that looks like this. So you got onlinemediamasters.com, and they've taken up all of this real estate by having this FAQ answers underneath the list in Google search. That is something useful. Okay, don't go with this kind of put H1 tags in your content. Everybody freaking knows that. Use the Yoast SEO plugin, and that will cover that for you. Give them something else. Give them something they haven't got. I've got a feature snippets optimizer, not the FAQ, but a feature snippet optimizer. We even got it in the Chrome extension. okay, where it can give them the exact HTML code to put at the beginning of the article so that they can be optimized, give themselves the best chance for the content. Okay, so you can do it like for lists, you can do it for paragraph, you can do it for all different kinds of things, numbered lists, bullet point lists, all that kind of stuff. Give them something unusual, something that they don't get anywhere else. Give them something useful like that. So I can give them an HTML code, or I can give them a link to exact top 3 plugins that does the FAQ snippets, for example. And that way, basically, you're giving them something that's of high value, and you can build that trust with them, and you can build that persona of somebody that is an expert, that understands the kind of content to share with them that's interesting for them, and so that they want to hang around, they want to stay on your email list and stuff like that. And talking about email lists, let's have a look at the latest with the case study. You can see we're approaching 700 people. We're probably in about 20 days by now, 21 days. So we're on target for about 1,000 opt-ins approximately in the month, which is pretty good because there's not that much promotion being done. Okay, so anyway, let's do Quora in a separate video. Okay, I'm going to do Quora in a separate video, and the reason is because we've already gone 10 minutes. Okay, so that's basically how we can use Pinterest and Medium. Now let's do Quora, how we can use it specifically to do like roundup type of content, which is pretty interesting. It's a very, very nice way to be able to create content, high quality content, without even having to have a huge amount of knowledge of it yourself. You can just curate it very quickly, very easily, without taking everything from one source, so that it does look varied, and so it doesn't look like you just copied and pasted from an infographic, for example. Alright, I'll see you in the next video.